First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this your brother Dawaba from the branch of GMS here in Chicago. Coming right back at you with a little lesson. And as you see on my phone screen here, I got GMS South Carolina 08. And that's the elder brother Manata Zakba from South Carolina. And he did a response to this clown who says those Israelite camps are not of God. It says hashtag Jacob's Trouble, hashtag Infiltrator, hashtag COINTELPRO, and the hashtag Agent. So with that, man, you know what? I listened to the whole video, man, and there were some points, and this guy said a lot of things. And there's a few points, there's a few things that he said that the elder brother Manak Zakba hit on. And there were some things that he said that, I'm just going to touch on myself, because there's a few things that I caught that he said that I found kind of interesting in itself, And here it is, he's arguing against Jacob's trouble. Here it is, he's bucking up against these guys because he stood up here and said that it seems like our own, like the Israelite, like what he was saying was like those men hate us. We do hate y'all. Y'all act like the wicked. Y'all in a Gentile state of mind. Y'all don't love the Lord. So right now y'all considered enemies. And you're right, we do hate you. But with that, man, I'm going to sit up here and let this play. I'm only going to play 2 minutes of it. The video is about 4 minutes and 40 seconds long. I'm only going to play 2 minutes of it because that'll sit up here and put you in. That'll sit up here and let you know where he says what I'm about to talk up on in those 2 minutes. So with that being said, here we go.
So I just went back and forth with a camp here in Atlanta, and it's clear we're not dealing with the same God. If it wasn't clear before, and it was clear before, but it's really clear now. I guess because the Most High has increased my wisdom and knowledge, right? To where now, I already knew this, but it's crystal clear now. They don't work for us. It's crystal clear. And we was predominantly talking about Jacob's trouble. And I'm like, hey, we're out of Jacob's trouble. Have we not been through trouble for the past 1,000 years? And their energy, the way how they were communicating, it was like, no, we're going to go through Jacob's trouble. This is going to happen to us. This is going to happen to us. This is going to happen to us. And their energy was kind of like they want it to happen. Kind of like they HATE us like Esau. So their energy was like one of the Gentile nations and the Edomites. I'm like, dude, we've been through Jacob's trouble. They would just it was like the weirdest thing, because they were just firm on us going through Jacob's trouble. It was gonna happen, trouble. I'm like, if that's what y'all want to believe, you know what I mean? But I mean, for the remnant within the remnant, the 1%, it's over. I told them, I'm like, what it seems as if you guys are out here just trying to use tactics of the devil and
Yeah, so, that's enough. I mean, he says a lot more, but you pretty much get the go of it. He's talking about Jacob's trouble. He didn't like the way they were talking about it. He stood up here and had a problem with thinking that, hey, Jacob's trouble has already happened. We already been through hell and all this other stuff. And he just had a problem, period, with it. But with that being said, man, the first thing I want to get is, man, hey, we not out here to sit up here and talk to you in a nice way. Hey, look, we getting the point across, man. And we ain't got time to sit up here and spare your feelings, and nothing like that. Now, I'm going to grab that later, but I want to grab this first. This is Isaiah. Because guys come up to you. They'll never hear the message. They only hear what you're saying. They just hear how you say it, but they never hear the message. This is Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions and the house of Jacob's their sins. And that's what we doing, man. We crying out loud. We ain't sparing your feelings, man. We let you know what's going on. Point blank, period. And he's sitting up here getting all up in his feelings over it, man. or how they saying it. And then he sit up here and said that the Most High put a spirit on him where he can discern. No, he didn't, man. You the Most High put a stumbling block on your silly ass. But I'm gonna sit up here and get this, man. This is what is that? Second, I think it's Second Timothy 3. Yeah, here it is. This is 2 Timothy 3 and verse 1. The point is in 5 and 6, but I'm just going to read down. This Second Timothy 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own self, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, totally unholy, totally unholy, sit up here and not separated from anything. They love this world. Without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, like this brother. Incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. And he totally despises. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. And see, this is this fool right here. Think he has a form of godliness, but he doesn't. He don't have the truth. He don't have the oil. He bucking up so hard against Jacob's trouble. He bucking up so hard against how they speaking about it, and talk about the Lord gave him discern to sit up here and understand that these Israelite camps ain't right. No, you ain't right. And I'm going to read the number 6. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse love. Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. And he ain't gonna never come to the knowledge of the truth. The Lord could put his spirit on the way he do. But in the mind frame he in right now, he a 2/3 nigga that's gonna be destroyed. Point blank period. And that's let me go back to Isaiah. Like I said before, this is Isaiah 8 and 20. It says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there's no light. Ain't no light in that fool. He talking about the Lord gave him the spirit. Get the fuck out of here, man. If he gave you the spirit, you'll be speaking the same thing we speaking. If he gave you the spirit, you'll be out there on the highways and byways. If he gave you the spirit, you wouldn't have a hat on while you sitting up here trying to talk. You didn't bring out not one scripture. Not one. Now getting to the point where he sit up here and said that we hate him. Hey, you know what the Lord say? Hey, what did King David say? Let's go into Psalms. 139. This is a king, and this is a song of David. And I think it's a little further down. Give me 1 second. You know what? I'm going to start at 19. This is Psalms 139 and 19. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O Yahweh. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thy enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. And if you go into Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10, what it say? Never trust thy enemy. And even though we use this for Esau, who's our enemy still? 2/3 of our people. They just like they father the devil. They act just like him. They took the ways of the custom of the heathen and they act just like him. They don't give a damn about the Lord. All they care about is the lust of their body. So it says right here in Psalms 139, do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee. So of course we hate y'all. Because guess what? Y'all ain't following the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. You're not out there on the highways and byways. You're not doing anything for the Lord. You have sex on the Sabbath. You party on the Sabbath. Our women out here hoeing and every goddamn thing. Men out here robbing and stealing and killing each other over very little of nothing. But yet and still, you sit up here and say that you know the Lord and love the Lord. No, you don't. We hate our people just as much, if not even more at this moment, than Esau, Edom. So get the fuck up out of here. And what I sit up here and said earlier, like John, let's go to John. Because this is exactly how y'all act. This is John 8. And this is and then as you see it's in red, so this is gonna be Yahweh Shai speaking. Yahweh Shai said unto them, if Yahweh were your father, you would love me. For I proceeded forth and came from Yahweh. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me. Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my words. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Yeah, you are your father the devil. Who is he talking about? Cain. And Cain came back as Esau, and Esau is the progenitor of the Edomites, the so-called white people. You are of your father the devil. You act just like these motherfuckers, 2/3 of our people. Totally in a Gentile state of mind. And you're going to be destroyed. And yes, we do count you as our enemies. You are our enemies. Matter of fact, we count you sometimes even worse. Because you motherfuckers don't do shit. Now, there was another point that he had made that I caught a hold of too. He said it kind of slowly and lowly, like he said the hate part. But he stood up here and said that they act like they want it to happen. Well, if you go into, we do want it to happen, my man. This is Second Peter. No, my fault. This is First Peter. No, I'm right. Second Peter. It's Second Peter. Second Peter chapter 3 and verse. I'm gonna start at 10. I'm gonna start at 10. This Second Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Yeah, and that the day of the Lord gonna come as a thief in the night. A lot of people gonna be taken by surprise, man. And it's gonna be that nuclear fire from the missiles and the nuclear from and that laser beam fire from them chariots that's gonna burn this place up. But here's the point. No, the point is in 12. 2 Peter 3 and 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So, hey, what type of person are you to be in conversation? That conversation goes back to conduct. How are you acting? How are you presenting yourself? What are you doing? But here's the point that I really want to make. This is 2 Peter 3 and 12. Looking for a hastening unto the coming of the day of our power, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. It says we're hastening the day. So yes, we are looking forward to the day of this place being destroyed. You're goddamn right. And it said, and here's this. And this 2 Peter 3 and 13, just to add to it. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. So you're right. If you're Israelite, if you say you so called in this truth, if you say you're a man of the Lord, you will be one to hasten the day to get the hell up out of here. We ready for the kingdom. We ready to go home. We ready to stop all this shit. We ready for shit to stop now. So yeah, we hastening the day. So yes, them guys, if they were out there acting like that, yes, they ready for this place to be destroyed. Just like any man of the Lord is ready for this place to be destroyed. If you are the 1/3, your whole focus is this place being destroyed so we can get into our kingdom. You know? And I just got one more scripture I'm going to leave off with. And this is 1 Corinthians chapter 6. And where is it? Verse 9. Yeah, here you go. This verse is Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? And then that right there is a cold cut. Ain't no, if you down here being unrighteous, what you think the Lord is going to do to your ass? You fucking on the chopping block. But 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. And effeminate, a soft ass nigga. You know, here it is, you being soft because of how people speak. Here it is, you being soft because they telling you that Jacob's trouble coming. Here it is, you being soft because seem like they hate us. Shut up. You know. Hey, but with that, man, hey, look, I like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash, Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we almost up out of here. So with that, I like to say Kwam Yasharella and a Bob Ball. And Anya Habadam Akim. Shalom.